to you. I'll start from the beginning today. Today is all about basic training, basic info, and refreshing our information with regards to if you're an outstanding client for a long time already. Let's just refresh together the basics. Of course, this call is dedicated to everything iGenius, Crypto Elite, and of course for each and every one of you to understand the opportunities in front of you, to understand not just the system, but the tools and the technology, what they were built for, the teams behind them, how they're working, how they've been performing over the last couple of years, and of course, on the basic side of things, how we can actually start to use this product for our benefit. With all of that said, I think I'll start off with a nice and easy introduction for myself, just in case I'm new for any of you today. We can start there. So first of all, nice to see you all. My name's Adam Rubin. I am indeed the VP of Sales for Endotech Ltd. I'm based here in Tel Aviv in Israel. I'm in our office location in the Diamond District in Ramat Gan. Really great to be with all of you today. And the reason why I'm here with you today is to explain in thorough detail the partnership and the services that we have on offer as part of the exclusive marriage between iGenius and Endotech. For those of you that have been with me throughout the whole of last year, much of this will remind you of many calls that we've had before, but thank you very much for coming anyway, refreshing your minds and coming up to date with all information. Of course, relevant and most up-to-date information is what it's all about to remain nice and efficient. But long story short, from my background, I am, of course, from England. I'm a London born and bred Arsenal supporter, so don't hold that against me. I've got an exceptional background in the field of online financial technology, managed trading, market analysis, and all things Forex, stocks, equities, and of course, crypto. My specific sort of character has kept me in a very nice place in life where I've been able to build up my own family office, build up my own financial technology consultation companies, and so forth. And this led me to the door of Endotech, of which I'm now a very proud VP and also minor shareholder. But essentially, my background, if you take it at face value, really means that I've got very minimum trust for all of the gains and scams and things that happen out there in the online financial world. I tend to be a bit of a tough guy when it comes to the brutal truth in the market. I like to look at the brutal truth of a situation rather than the sugar coating. And my style is all about healthy, genuine truth, which is used to build a long-term big ecosystem. My specific background is that really with a focus of institutional nature, institutional clients, hedge funds, family offices, public companies. Those are the sorts of clients that I work with on a daily basis to ensure that their funds and their profiles and their portfolios are as efficient as possible. I think that's a good introduction for me. In terms of any of you that are wondering, I've been out here now in Israel for more than 10 years. It has really been a phenomenal place for me. I'm a bit of a spiritual guy, not specifically religious, so it works pretty well. And of course, it meant that I was able to meet my beautiful family here at Endotech, of which I'm going to talk to you about in a moment. But if I could sum up everything with regards to my last 15 years as a career, as a young father with a little 5-year-old son and a wife that I adore very much, my main ethos in this life is to focus on the real truth and to use that to smash open the dimensions that I want to travel on. So I'm not interested in any rubbish promises, games, salesman tactics, cockamamie, referral schemes that go nowhere. I'm not going to accept any excuses. I only accept any partnership with people if they're going to deliver 100% of what they promise to me and vice versa. So I will only ever say anything if I know I can deliver 100% of it. And I'm always looking for marriage opportunities. I'm looking for long-term partnerships of added value nature that can grow my own interests and that of our companies. With that in mind, there's a beautiful story that goes back now over 1.5 years, almost 2 years, with regards to the owners behind the scenes of iGenius and, of course, all of the senior teams behind the scenes there. Of course, we've come together as service providers here at Endotech of automatic trading software. We'll get to know this in a moment, but essentially what we're doing here is providing connection to automated trading strategies that allow the client only to have full control of their trading funds, while we, as the software provider, deliver the automated trading and signals for that account. What we're going to be looking at here together today is the complete, proven set of strategies that have been in play now for well over 1 year, going on 2 years, some of these strategies with us as a partnership, And of course, we're going to be looking at how this works from the perspective of, okay, I'm a client, I'm interested in making money out of the crypto market. I understand I have an exclusive opportunity as an iGenius member to this product, and of course, understanding what it was all built for. I'm going to start showing my screen in a moment, but just before I do, let me tell you a few details about Endotech. Endotech is an Israeli registered company. The founder and CEO is Dr. Anna Becker. I'm going to run through some pages today. All of you will have an opportunity to do some great due diligence, some research, some understanding on who we are, our LinkedIn profiles, social profiles, blog pages. There is a plethora of access and information already waiting for any of you to get to know us a little bit better. But essentially, Endotech was born and raised in 2012. No outside investors, no VC firms. We've created and traded our own automatic trading strategies for Forex, for stocks, for equities. We got into the cryptocurrency market early as possible, 2015, started launching out our first automatic execution for crypto, 2016, 2017. And in 2018, we started beating cancer by taking on the retail market. Now, keep in mind, we've only ever worked for institutional clients with the largest amounts of money that you can ever imagine. When I say we've been beating cancer, I mean it. We've been coming to a retail market that 99.9% of the time is faced with nothing but programs that don't deliver profitability, or programs that fail, or programs that disappear, or brokers that disappear, or people that run off with money. I'm sure you're all very well aware of this from the network marketing perspective of there's always a lot of opportunities, many of them quite dangerous. Obviously, as part of iGenius, this is one of the most beautiful things for all of you. You get an exclusive opportunity to use this institutional market-proven set of services from Endotech, of which we're going to discuss in a moment, and you get to use that as a retail client. It means that you do not need to have a few $1 million as a trading balance or pay Endotech $125,000 in a basic subscription just to use our software. It means that you, from $1,000 or more, can keep custody of your funds and connect to strategies that have been proven year after year after year to be profitable. So for myself and Endotech, this is really an opportunity for all of us to reconnect today, to reaffirm the things that we already know about the system, to really acquaint ourselves once again with the pages, with the functionality of what we have in front of us. And I hope as part of this basic training session today, to give you all the benefit of my years of experience of building long-term, healthy ecosystems that prosper, long-term systems that raise profitability instead of lower it over time. And I'm going to show you all today the best secret of all, which is how this product is going to make your iGenius membership pay for itself. I'm going to say that one more time. For those of you who have known me and known this program for a long time, you already know this. But the reason why Endotech and Crypto Elite as a service is pushed to you as the very first step as you become a member is because it was designed for this very purpose, to immediately recover your membership fee, turning you and the rest of this company of iGenius into a member fee positive system. A system where, as a member, you've recovered your membership fees for the year within 3 months. A system where, as a member, within 90 days, you haven't just recovered your membership fee, but you're profitable. And a system where, as a member, only you keep custody and control of your funds. And as it pays for itself, all that you are left with is a set of widening options of further products that you can use for your benefit. I really do mean it when I say we've been beating cancer. And when I say beating, I mean elbowing UFC Tony Ferguson style into demolition mode until the cancer is gone, no more tumors. And this is a non-invasive surgery. It's not like chemo. We are taking down the barriers of what was and creating a new future where the same old tricks and games and problems don't exist. So I really hope I've got all of your attention so far. I'm going to start sharing my page, and believe me, I missed all of you very, very much. I really, really appreciate the patience. You all know it was a record-breaking year last year. I haven't had any days off, no holiday days, nothing. And we're still in the thick of it right now, you know, with a very busy January. But I promise you all today that by the time we finish this call in another half an hour or so, you will all be just so utterly armed up with the best weapons that I can provide right now. And then in another 2 weeks, I'll be sharing the advanced call link before the end of this call. Please make sure to come back and see me for the advanced session where we really get into detail about portfolios. So this is where I'm going to be showing and teaching you how to use various different strategies based on different profiles. This will give you the edge on how to become even more advanced on using these tools and systems. Okay? So for right now, I'm just going to share my screen. Please, please, someone, as soon as you can see my screen, do give me the 111 or a thumbs up or a yes in the chat that indeed you are seeing my screen. That would help me very, very much. That would be great. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, everyone. So what we're going to do right now, I'm just going to put my cheeky face down here for, for a bit of effect. Otherwise, I'm talking into a blank screen, which weirds me out. So for those of you that don't know, Endotech website is simply endotech.io. On the main page of the website, you can find more details about us. Okay? You do not need to download the old Endotech app to use our website. It is interwebs friendly. As long as you've got an internet connection on your smartphone, tablet, computer, whatever, you'll be able to access the website, and that is how you should access the website. You can find out more basic information on the homepage, but we're going to skip that for now. We're going to go immediately to the one place that matters the most. Of course, it is who is behind the company. And I cannot stress this enough. Before you put $1 or any of your funds or any of your time, more specifically, into anything, it is hyper important that you understand who is behind the company. Most important is not just who they are today, it's who they were before. Are they pedigree? Now, the word pedigree is thrown around so much, I'm going to really define it for you as the British man that I am. When someone says that I'm pedigree, to me, that means that if I look back for the last 10 years, maybe 20 years, maybe even 30 years, that they have proven success. So, for example, someone like Dr. Agna Becker or someone like Dmitry Gushtin, our co-founder, both of these people have 30 to 35 years of proven pedigree success. That means their previous companies were sold for millions of dollars. That means that their work in the field of artificial intelligence, their work in the field of machine learning, their work in the field of automated algo trading is as pinnacle as it gets. We have articles posted about us and published about us all over the internet, and you can do a huge amount of research just by having a look on the About Us page, and even if you fancied, coming and having a look and connecting to someone like me or Anna or Dimitri via LinkedIn, okay? These are our real profiles, and yes, I used to look like that back when I used to have haircuts, okay? So it is me, same person, right? Just these days, a few too many biscuits, all right? Says, well, hopefully it's just your internet connection. Hopefully everyone's still seeing it loud and clear. But here we've got the senior team. You don't see the army, the army of staff that we have behind. Majority of our staff are in Russia, Moscow, Ukraine, Eastern Europe. We, of course, have plenty of team here in Israel. We have a team of over 20 PhD award-winning scientists essentially on our team here. We pay to have the best brains in the industry. But essentially, what are we doing? What have we got on offer? Well, we can click on the main portfolio page. And you can see that I'm not logged in right now, so it shows me as a demo version because I'm not logged in. But here we have our main classic strategies, okay? Now, just to show you some basics on the Endotech website, any strategy that you will see that we offer shows you the transparent history from day one until today. The only thing that you won't see before you become a client is the live signal. So I'm going to show you some basic functions. You can click on, for example, Ether Beta Strategy on the main page. You can follow me right now, portfolio page on Endotech, and you can click where it says History on any strategy. I've just clicked right now on the History button for the Endotech Ether Beta Strategy. This opens up a page that shows us the complete lifetime history of the strategy. Every single trade, every position, every date, every lot size, every detail. So if I scroll down, I can see that this strategy started trading on the 27th of January 2018, and I can see every single trade that existed for all time until today. That is before I've become a client, that is before I've paid any money, that is because Endotech is the only transparent provider of automatic institutional proven strategies in the market. I'll say that one more time. We are the only global transparent provider of automatic institutional trading strategies for crypto. You can search on Google until you are blue in the face. You will always be given a barrier to see someone's results rather than see complete transparency. And I think we all know the reason for that. Let's go back, and now we're going to click on performance. The performance page for any strategy, of course, works The same for any strategy. We have basic details of the strategy. We can see basic minimum recommended capital. We can see which assets that strategy is using. This ether beta strategy, of course, is only using ether or dollars. We can even use a calculator to calculate in the past how much profit or loss this strategy has made. So, for example, let's keep it relevant. I'll look for 2020. Let's look, for example, in December 2020. What was the result? We can see that we made 14.87% profit in December. I can also look, for example, to see just for the month of January, which I think is negative so far, if I'm not mistaken, but we will see, and switch it to January and calculate. No, ETH beta in January was 36.24%. Apologies, thinking of the leverage side. So as you can see, I can calculate for particularly any date range that I want. I can go back to the beginning of time, 2018 until today. We can see that we're almost at 3,000% profit. Jose, the question that you've asked me in terms of which network, it is always ERC20 when you use US dollar tether. So ERC20, Jose, is the answer for your private question there. But as you can see, easy calculation. You also see how many winning months, how many losing months, largest net daily loss for all times. You can also see how it performs against the crypto market. You see absolutely everything. The same is true for every single strategy that we offer. Now, the beautiful thing is, once you're registered, okay, as a iGenius Crypto Elite client, you will, of course, be able to log into your Endotech account. You're going to be able to click My API Keys, and here, you're going to be able to automatically join to any strategies. Now, I'm going to stop there for a moment. I'm going to backtrack just for another moment. I'm going to take you back just a moment. Okay? We're going to talk about some of the basics of what we're actually seeing here in front of us. To do that, I've actually got all of 2020 reports for every single strategy on the menu. We're going to go through these one by one. We've obviously got extremely exciting results to share, and I feel like showing off just a little bit. So bear with me just a moment. I just want to explain something very basic to all of us, okay? As you can see here, we have 6 main strategies. All of you will see these strategies if you log in to your Endotech account after registering on the iGenius Crypto Elite section of your member account. There's a registration button. You need to click that. And then when you do, you'll be able to click My Portfolio, and then you will see the Crypto Elite named strategies. You will see BTC Alpha, BTC Beta, ETH Alpha, ETH Beta, and the CrossBet Alpha and Beta. Zoom user, in answer to your question, can non-iGenius people use Endotech? The answer is yes, but the only people that can use Endotech are institutional clients, the minimum trading capital being at least $1 million, and the annual subscription that they pay is a minimum of $125,000, and they also share profit share of 25% to us. So yes, we do service institutional clients. Yes, we will continue to do so. However, only iGenius clients get access to our product at a retail price of 10% entry and 20% profit share. We're going to get into those details in a moment. So very simply, the amazing thing about the marriage between the owners of iGenius and Endotech is that we've never serviced retail market, we never will, and all of you guys get to use our institutional product at a retail fee. If you stop being iGenius members, unfortunately, we will disconnect you and blacklist you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alternatively, you can come and pay us $125K, bring $1 million, and you can be an institutional client too. You will pay us, of course, 25% profit share, okay? With regards to strategies, just to make it very clear, we have 2 different strategy types that you can, of course, all see. We've got alpha and we've got beta. Let's have a quick look to understand, what are we? Are we alpha or are we beta? Okay? Galith, I've got no idea what you mean by that question. Please write it again in clean English and I will try to answer it for you. In terms of trading styles, let's pay attention right now. If we're using alpha strategies, what does that mean? Well, if I'm an alpha guy, that means I'm an alpha maximizing investor. I've got the highest risk profile out there. My biggest fear is missing the next opportunity. So when I wake up and I see the prices have moved $2,000, $3,000, I'm upset unless I've been trading on those opportunities. So an alpha portfolio is something that trades long and trades short and trades reversals. It is a high risk, high reward strategy in the high risk, high return market of cryptocurrency. The maximum risk per year that you take when you connect to any alpha strategy is 30% of your trading capital that you connect. So throughout the year, if you've connected $1,000 to any specific individual alpha strategy, the maximum loss that you can see on that strategy at any point during the year is $300. The maximum return that you can see through an alpha strategy is up to 350% in a single annual term. The average reward that we see every year so far is between 150 to 250%. It depends on the market, of course. Beta strategy is for beta conservative profile. So a beta conservative profile is a fear of loss. I'm afraid of losing one of the existing dollars in my profile. I'm not afraid of missing opportunity. I don't want lots of opportunity. I want safe and stable and constant and conservative. That is the beta profile. And this is the advised profile for all of you to begin with. So let me say that one more time. None of you as new clients should be running and jumping on the alpha strategies. No, no, no. We are looking for a marriage with you, to be with you for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. The way that we're going to get there is by, of course, remaining as much as possible with all of our funds conservative, safe, and in beta profile. Nobody wants their account to blow up one day and be rich the next. No one wants a roller coaster. So for beta investors, the beta strategies are amazing because they're long only. This also means that they're suitable for US residents. US citizens cannot trade with futures or leverage or margin. That means that US residents or US outlying islands, for example, like Marshall Islands, parts of the Caribbean, you cannot use alpha, not because we don't want you to, but because the exchanges won't give you the ability because you're an American citizen. So for any Americans on this call, you cannot ever use the alpha programs. You cannot use leverage strategy. But of course you can and you should use the beta strategies. I will be defining the profit share and the fees in a moment. Galif, please remain patient for me. I'll get into that. But just to say clearly, beta strategies are the safest, most consistent, and actually, in a long market, they're the most profitable. Beta strategies hold a risk of 28% per year. So if you've got $1,000, you can have a max loss of $280 with a maximum reward of roughly around 350% again. The average right now for beta per year is right up there at around 300% per year, which is fantastic results for a very conservative or ultra-conservative portfolio. For any of you that want to know if you're truly alpha or beta, I invite you right now to take the test, click the button, and answer the questions. So, the market is in a bull phase and the cryptocurrency coins are flying. Do I want profit targets? No, I don't. I'm an alpha guy. I don't want to stop winning. I don't want profit targets. Or am I type 2? I do want profit targets. I don't want to lose what I already have. So you answer these questions, and at the end, it'll give you a definition of if you're more beta or more alpha for any of you that don't know yourselves too much yet. Okay, but if we go back to the portfolio page, simply we can see that we have 3 beta strategies and 3 alpha strategies as the main strategy menu. We, of course, do have some leverage strategies. We're going to get to that in a moment. But the main 6 are the BTC Alpha Beta, Ether Alpha Beta, and the Ether BTC Crosspair Alpha, Ether BTC Crosspair Beta. Now, one more important point. These strategies, BTC Alpha, BTC Beta, Ether Alpha, Ether Beta, and Ether BTC Alpha, they all have one thing in common. These 5 strategies are funded in US dollar tether, and they are traded with either Ether or BTC. For the crosspair, they use Ether and BTC, but these 5, you deposit in dollars, and we finish trading back to dollars. I'll say that one more time so it's clear. You start them with an amount of US dollar tether, or if you use Gemini, it'll be in dollars. BTC Alpha, for example, you put US dollar tether to your futures account at Binance. It will trade into BTC long or short and back to US dollar tethers for a finish. The alpha strategies, you fund US dollar tethers to the future account, and the beta strategies, you fund US dollar tethers to the spot account. If you're using Gemini or Coinbase Pro as an American trader, you will simply use US dollars to your spot trading account to use the beta strategies. The one odd one out and the one absolute hidden diamond in the menu is, of course, the Endotech Ether BTC Beta Cross Pair. And this is because from all of the strategies on our menu, this one is unique. She's special. She's the queen, as far as I'm concerned. She is. And that's because you take Bitcoin and you fund Bitcoin to the balance. It does not use US dollars or dollar tethers, and it makes more Bitcoin. So for each and every single one of you on this call, I'm certain that some of you, if not all of you, have a hunger and ambition to see an amount of Bitcoin grow into more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin over time. Here we have the safest type of strategy that we offer, a beta, producing up to 300% a year, and it's producing more Bitcoin. That is one of our shining, hidden weapons that I want all of you to recognize right here and now. These are the top 6. Now, I'll take you back to the automatic joining page. So when you register on Endotech, you will actually come directly through to this page. And here, this is how we can connect any of our private Binance accounts to these strategies. So to remind you, any of these strategies, Endotech does not hold your money. You have your own private, personal Binance.com or crypto exchange trading account. You open your private Binance account, for example, and you create for Endotech API keys. These API keys provide a bridge for Endotech to deliver these live strategies. As they send the signal, we publish what happens in real time. Any client like you that has their exchange account connected and paid will receive precisely what we publish and what we signal in real time. If you're asleep, if you're awake, if you're with the wife, if you're on holiday, if you're being a network marketer, it doesn't matter. As long as your API is connected, it's transparent. There's no trust required. What we publish is what you receive. What we publish is what you receive. One more time, what we publish is what you receive. And remember, this is client custody. This is the only client custody program in the world. This is so important for you to understand what that means. You don't ever send your money to some broker joker again. You don't ever send your money to golden trader Mr. Smith, who promises you 600% and then runs away with your money. You control your funds. You create the API bridge. These API keys only provide the ability for us to execute trades. We do not get the withdrawal ability. You can see how it works on the How It Works page for alpha or beta keys per exchange. Here is the link to the How It Works page. Please, any of you newbies, please check it out. Okay? More specifically, today is the 1st of February, pinch punch, 1st of the month. We have, whoever's drawing, Andrea, please stop that or I have to kick you off the call. You can join up until the 10th of the new month. So right now, you can join today. You can select any of the strategies, and hopefully all of you new people will be selecting only the beta strategies to begin with. You should be bringing alpha risk later once you've connected at least 3 beta strategies. I'm going to get into this in a moment. Of course, more information to come on the advanced call in 2 weeks. But you can collect, for example, Ether beta strategy starting February the 1st, and I want to choose it for a Binance exchange, Binance.com connection. Now, up until the 10th of February, up until Wednesday week, I can still join for February the 1st and connect right away. If I miss and I join after the 10th, I will have to book a place for launch on the next month. Please give me a 1 in the chat if you understand me. Every month we launch the strategies. You can join up until the 10th of the new month. If you join after the 10th, you will be able to pay and join, but your account will wait to start trading until the 1st of the new month. Thank you for the 1s, everyone. For anyone that doesn't understand what I just said, please put a 0 and I'll explain it one more time. First of all, who just wrote that? One moment. Bradix Ferrer, complete and utter rubbish. That's absolute bollocks. Crypto Robotics does not offer the same service as Endotech. That is absolute horseshit. Excuse my language. There is only one Endotech. We are 3 to 5 years ahead of any other program globally. We're the only client custody service. We're the only institutional auto provider. We're the only ones that have been profitable long term. We're the only proven service. Bradix, that's a final warning. Please don't mention any piece of shit services on my phone calls, or you will not be welcome back for any more. And let that be a lesson for anyone else that's on my phone call. I am a rough diamond. I don't take any bullshit. I don't accept any games. I know exactly what the problems are with multi-level referral marketing. I know exactly what the problems are with online affiliation and scams and games. This is not that ecosystem. We at iGenius are head and shoulders above the rest. This is the Rolls-Royce service of the market. I will not accept anything beneath excellence. And 100% of what I promised will be delivered, bar no exceptions. So if you're fed up of the crap of what's out there, and if you're really wanting your iGenius connection to pay for itself and bring you forward to a future that actually you're earning money through your memberships, please continue to pay attention, because I'm going to show you how the system can recover your full membership within just 90 days. And forgive me for any of the rough words used. I'm not perfect, and I mean every single word of what I've said just now. Okay, hopefully we're all on the same page. Yeah? It's all about being genuine and sincere, because in this life you've got the truth, and you got the truth. I think you all are well aware what I deal with here and what I will protect you from. For those of you that know me, there are two things that I'm very well known for, okay, more than anything else. There's one, giant shield to protect every single one of my clients no matter what, and every single one of their dollars in the system is therefore treated more important than any of mine or any of my team. You are the gods in the system, and we treat you as so. And the second thing that I pull out is the biggest, sickest sword that you've ever seen in your life. You think that the GameStop shenanigans is nice and fun. You've got no idea what we cut through with this sword. Automatic, transparent, constant, proven delivery of multiple strategies that make people wealthy. And we've been doing this throughout the coronavirus season, where the whole of the world is upside down and destroying itself. So hopefully you can all understand where I'm coming from. And from people that have been writing like Nick and other people that have been here long enough, this is something that I've proven already. So I don't come and ask for friendship. I don't come and twist your hands. I come and treat you like the adults that you are. I give you all the real truth, no bullshit approach. Here's the danger. Here's where we lose. Here's where we win. And here's how you get the most out of it. And with that attitude, I want to NLP your brains back to a fruitful, healthy level that you deserve to be on. Because the one thing that we want to give you is access back to your hands. 100% organic conversion of all of your downlines for now till kingdom come. 100% organic retention of all of your downlines as their memberships emulate your chronicle. So your membership is going to pay for itself. You're going to publish all of the results that we publish transparently that happen for you. And after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you've got a proven chronicle of everything that we've delivered for you. Therefore, we've improved your reputational points, disseminating that message throughout your networks on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, OnlyFans. Does it matter? No, because all we're doing is showcasing the truth. No selling, no pushing, no advising, no promising, no bullshit. You just connect them to transparent, proven systems and watch them emulate your story that you're emulating from people like Anthony Napolitano and Nick and Mike from AMG. These are your leaders, so emulate them. And as you produce your own version of this truthful story, your downlines will do the same. And from that story, do you really think you're going to be able to need to pick up the phone? Oh, no, please don't leave your membership. No, come on, you've got to stay for 1 more year. I promise it's going to get better. I promise we're going to make money this time. We're going to make up for the losses. None of that exists anymore. None of it. I'm 35. I don't accept that as the industry goal. I've been working with amazing people on behalf of the iGenius side, people like Chad Garner, people like Christine Crabtree, people like Austin Smith. They are absolutely devoted every pixel of their existence to ensuring that we do not end up like every other company that's ever been in the space. It's not easy. You've got to take the rolls and the highs and the lows. But with this type of product and this type of delivery, where you, the client, remain in full control of all the weaponry and you decide the level of risk and reward.
I was going to ask you when you were going to go.
This is next universe stuff. This is next dimension stuff, so I hope you're all prepared for that. Now, I've had tons of messages while I just went through that Braveheart speech, so let me catch up for a moment. But let me just continue because I don't want to get too carried away, okay? When you join the strategies, you need to join with at least $1,000 minimum in your trading account, or if you use the crosspair with the BTC creation, you need to have at least $1,000 of BTC. So you choose the strategy, for example, ETH Beta, click Next, and then it's going to ask me to have my API keys and my Binance account ready in the following steps. It's all this easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check, go. Next. Then I put in my API keys. I'm putting in fake keys right now, so it's not going to work. But when you put in your real keys and press next, on this page that comes up, you're going to see your total account balance. You're going to see that you can pay the entry fee of 10% in USDT or BTC or Ether with a wallet on the page, and it's going to ask you to confirm. And once you've confirmed, okay, you're going to be able to add more strategies. Now, once you've paid for any strategy or any connection, it's going to show up on a summary. My page is just loading, so bear with me one moment. Sorry about that. And obviously I put in invalid keys, but here you can see, here's the summary. And if you've paid for any connection, it will show as paid, and the connection should show as pending or confirmed. Now, the reason why it would show as pending is if it hasn't launched yet or if there's a problem with the keys. Everything's automated. And then, of course, you can continue to add strategies at free will. Okay? Now, I'm going to have to catch up with all these questions in a moment, all right? Just bear with me, everyone. I will answer everything dot by dot, okay? So inside your Endotech account, you log in, my API keys, join the strategy. You can join right now today. All of you should have at least the Ether beta strategy on. We're going to look at performance in a moment. I'm just going to get a bit carried away. And of course, we're looking for you to have at least 3 beta strategies to make sure that you've got the best, most solid results, okay? Please, everyone, keep the questions for now because it's just piling up a little bit. Vince, we do have Gemini, we do have Coinbase Pro, we do have Binance, and we also do have Binance.us, okay? So more than enough options there for everyone. Now, when you've connected to at least 3 of the main portfolio strategies, and my advice to each and every one of you, please take it, and people like Anthony and all the other leaders, they listened to me in the beginning and they benefited from this. These 3 strategies, these 3 beta, should be the first 3 strategies that you use. So let's say you've got $10,000 right now. You should be putting 3,000, 3,000, 3,000 or so on each of these strategies. And this will bring you the best average results. If you can afford to connect more to each strategy, that would be even better. Okay? But very simply, let's look at the cost of the iGenius membership. Can someone please write for me in the chat how much it costs to be the top most premium member of iGenius, the elite top member? $1,500, great. So that's the joining fee. $1,500. Okay, great. And how much are we paying currently per month? Is it still roughly 150, 200, 175? So can someone please do a quick calculation for me and calculate the entire year's cost of being an elite member of iGenius? I'm talking about the joining fee and the monthly cost. Who can quickly bring me that number for year 1 of being iGenius elite member? I know that Puya is normally good with the calculation. I'm being a bit lazy. 3. Is that correct? I want to double check. 3.6. Okay, we got there. Perfect. So look at the math. Beta strategy delivers on average right now, Ether beta, roughly 300%. Let's call it just 100%, minimum target, 100%. Thank you, everyone. That means that if you connect $3,500 for 12 months to ETH beta, the minimum return should be 3,500 plus 3,500, and the maximum return could be 3,500 all the way to 10,500 as an average. Right? Sorry, I'm not going to write that next. It's not going to work out. But you need to understand, yeah? Okay, so there you go. So 3,400. So at the end of the day, when you look at, thank you guys, when you look at any of these strategies, okay, they're annual. So when you pay the 10% entry when you join, it'll work for 12 months. The first thing that we do is we trade profitably to return the 10% entry fee. You can keep that in the trading balance, or you can take it back to your pocket. And then every 90 days for these major strategies, we come to you asking for a share of 20% of the profits. So if we've made, for example, if you've connected $10,000 and we've made $10,000 in profit and you paid $1,000 to join, okay? So if you take $20,000 minus your $10,000 entry trading funds, minus $1,000 entry fee, we've got a total of $9,000 finished profit, and we're asking for $1,800 or 20% of that you pay us. We ask you to pay the profit share, you pay the profit share, and we continue trading. We trust you to pay our profit share, because if you don't, we say bye-bye, and we blacklist you never to service you again. I think there's a lot that can be said about the fact that we trust all of you to pay our profit share, and we trust you to hold custody. I think that's quite a refreshing way for all of you to really enjoy institutional finance as it was made to be, rather than retail finance, as I think you all know well and truly. Give me a 1 if you agree with that, or a 0 if it went past your head. Okay? I think we're all on the same page, hopefully, on that respect. Yeah? So, thank you, everyone. So, 3 beta strategies. Best way to connect right here is roughly around $5,000 to $10,000. If you do that within 90 days, plus minus, we will have recovered your entire annual fee for iGenius. And you would have seen roughly around 60% as an average net profit. For any of you that aren't aware that we've got this beautiful blog that I write tons of articles and reports for, please have a look at the blog, okay? Have a look at this. This was January performance report for December, okay? Have a look at this. Oh no, sorry, wrong report. One moment. Sorry. One moment. Have a look at this, for example. This was October last year. Have a look at this watermark, okay? So what this is saying is, as an average of 90 days, okay, average of 90 days, the client recovers the entire annual one-time entry fee of 10%. So within 90 days, we start off minus 10% fee. Within 90 days, we recover the 10% plus an average profit of around 61%. So if you'd connected $10,000, you've paid the $1,000 entry fee, we've recovered that $1,000, and we've made for you approximately $6,000. With just 10K, we can pay you back twice for your iGenius fee for the year. Give me a 1 if you understand what I'm saying to you right now, that you no longer need to pay for your MLM memberships. Do you understand the future that you're in? Do you understand why I call it beating cancer? Do you understand why referral networks can't catch up to us? Do you understand why this exclusive action of paying retail for Endotech services, why it's so special? Do you understand that no one else is ever going to have it? Do you understand that it's proven already over 2 years to all of your people? Do you understand this? You're on the same page with me. I'm not promising that we're going to win the next trade. I'm not. And in fact, let me show you where we can lose some money. This is a perfect opportunity. Here's a BTC USDT chart. Who can tell me the type of method that Endotech uses to trade? It's a type of method. Who can remember? Anyone? Give it a few seconds. Anyone? Fine. So Endotech uses a tactical breakout method. Tactical breakout. So, for example, at this point here, okay, you can see I'm just guessing, right? I haven't even looked where it is on the chart. Look at the date, 16th of December, okay? I can see the price, 16th of December, was just beneath 20K for BTC. Watch this. We're going to go back. We're going to go. You can see I'm not even signed in right now. We don't hide anything. You don't need to pay us to see. Look at BTC beta. I'm going to go to the history, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is go back to this time period in the history. This was roughly second week of December, right? 14th, 16th of December. So let's go back to December. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? So the last few trades, November. In November, we bought at 19,286, and it sold for a tiny, tiny loss. So let's just look at this on the chat. 30th of November. Okay, here we go. Where are we? 30th of November. And it bought at 19,200. It bought here, right, for a long position. And as we can understand, because it's breakout, what it's basically saying is, okay, look, there's a line there. Price broke above the line, and we were expecting, of course, for higher breakouts up this way. Sadly, the move broke down, and we exited slightly beneath our entry. Now, look at this area that I highlighted here. Okay, let me get rid of all the doodles a moment. And watch this. This is the beautiful nature of a transparent system. And I'm talking about all of you who want to share this product with other people. Look on the chart for BTC or Ether at any point where there's been a massive breakout. And I guarantee you, promise you faithfully, that there's a trade from Endotech where we bought prior to the price breaking. Look at this. 16th of December, 20,644 is where we bought. Let me mark it in. Let's put it in green. Let's mark this line exactly where it bought. 20,644. Bang. Let's look at the date. 16th of December. Look at that date. Look at that. Look at that. That is literally where roughly manually, as a draft, I picked. Look at that entry. Give me a 1 if that represents the best long entry or if it represents an absolutely terrible trade. Do you think that you as a human can stay up 24 hours a day and capture those breakouts? I don't think so. That's what makes us so powerful. And now let's have a look where it's sold. So it's capturing 50 to 85% of the breakout, and it's selling it later automatically for a profit, and it's doing it over and over and over again. And it's doing it transparently so that you can see the trade as it happens. And it's doing it as the only software in the world that does it where you only control the money. And it's doing it, and it's been doing it for many years, and it's going to continue to do so for many years. Are we all on the same page with everything that I'm saying right now? And look where it exited. Look at that. Bang. Okay? That's the profit capturing of this system. Bosh. Bang. 90% of the move almost. Okay? Now, let me show you where we lose trades and where we lose money. Have a look at this. So you can see that I've got lots of marks on my chart. I'm just essentially drafting around today, just essentially putting some lines for myself and doing some analysis. If you want to look and see where the machines fail, it's on false breakouts. So there's a false breakout, here's a false breakout, here would be a false breakout. And this simply means that, for example, you're looking at the price, we're breaking down, we come all the way down, and then we stop, and then we break further down. So, for example, right here. And this is where, for example, the strategy might go short, as it's got no motion. And then we can see it's a false breakout, it breaks down, and it comes back. And we exit for a small loss. Average losses for alpha or beta are basically the same. So when we lose trades, it's not because we're not any good. It's not because some system is broken down. It's because there's just false breakouts. What we're trying to do, of course, is avoid all of the crazy volatility. Look at this. We come up to double the all-time high. We took the longs all the way up. Look at the history. You don't believe me, right? It's all here. Look at this. We bought at 20,600. We sold at 23,478. We bought again at 23,700. We sold at 26,000 and a half. We bought again at 28 and a bit, and we sold out at 30,700. We bought again at 34,600, and we sold again at 39,000. Okay? And as you can see, the last trade was a losing trade there for BTC Beta. We bought at 37,000, and we sold at 34,300. Okay? Every win, every loss is transparent. If any of you can use a chart or use TradingView, go for it. It's transparent. You don't need to trust us to use us. That's the beauty of the way that we work. So just to recap that one more time, we'll make this a little bit easier. Let's put it on a daily session, and we can just really see easily where the false and real breakouts are. So very simply, obviously, something like this represents a real breakout, right? Something that, that goes and breaks as you would expect as a real breakout. And then if we see, for example, if I just put a line at the top and a line at the bottom, we can see, for example, where the false breakouts tend to occur. And obviously, Endotech Systems avoided all of the alpha beta strategies, avoided all of this crazy volatility, the Elon Musk pump, and all of the rest of the games that happen out there. Remember that we've always got your risks in mind. Okay? So, with that being said, give me a 1 or a 0. 1 if you understand, 0 if you don't. That Endotech provides a tactical breakout method. We're going to capture 50 to 85% of the profit automatically. We're going to lose some money, a few percent, on the false breakouts. It is fully automatic. We do publish everything live. We do publish everything transparently. And of course, it's within your hands to decide which strategy you want to connect to. My final advice on this one is, of course, to start with 3 beta strategies. It's very hard to remove risk from the table once you put it on. So start with 3 beta strategies and add more risky strategies from there. With that in mind, I want to let you all know a little secret. When you do take 3 strategies and connect to them, something special happens in your Endotech account, which is you will see a button marked Private Club. I'm going to get to this in a moment, but Private Club gives you special access for free, for 0 entry fee, to our leveraged trading strategies, which you can find here. A little bit more info on that in a moment. So let's go through the last few minutes now, and then we're going to wrap it up for today's basic training, because it's already been an hour. We're going to go through one by one right now, last year's results for every strategy. Okay, so hopefully you're all ready. Here we go. Crypto Elite, BTC Alpha. Let's look together at the last 3 years. 2018, 121% profit. 2019, 92.2% profit. And 2020, a relatively small but still relatively juicy 51.6% profit. Obviously, throughout the year was really tricky BTC Alpha, but we represented ourselves well recovered any costs, and finished at 51.6% for the year. For BTC Alpha, congratulations to anyone that was on BTC Alpha last year. I really do hope you had top results, and I do hope to see your results essentially being showcased throughout all of the 2021 months that we'll have here. This is a nice visual representation of what happens to your money over the last few years. Obviously, 2019, a little bit volatile. 2020, a little bit ugly, but finished well. And we're hoping for even better as we move forward for 2021. Now, BTC Beta, again, last 3 years' results. We have 2018, 26.6%. 2019, very much improved with 92.2%. 2020, again, very tricky year for BTC, really heated up towards the end of the year at 66.7% there, totaling out multiple hundreds of percent for the last 3 years. Again, nice visual aspect of what happens to your money over time. Not the highest performing strategies. As you can see, you're seeing the best and the worst in different orders. So BTC Alpha, BTC Beta, definitely the lower side of the total performance, but two fantastic results there for 2020. We remained profitable, we recovered entry fees, and we showed good return. Moving forward to
seller is
whoever's on that mic, please do mute yourself. Justin Morales, I'm muting you. So Ether BTC Alpha, we have just 29.5% for 2018, massive improvement. 2019 was 64%, and 2020 we finished at just 51.1%. So again, lower side of the performance, these first three strategies we've been through, BTC Beta, BTC Alpha, and the Ether BTC Alpha. But solid results, solid profitability. Towards the end of last year, not too much in terms of big profitable results. So I think we are due a month or two of really high results there for Ether BTC Alpha soon. Moving on. Ether Alpha, one of our more favorite strategies, and obviously, pretty easy to see why. We had 450.3% in 2018. We had a solid 154.5% 2019. And a really respectable 90% to finish off for 2020. Again, really nice visual there. Super, super high performance strategy over the course of a couple of years at a time. And obviously, each year as we go, you can see losing month, winning month, massive winning month, losing month. And more recently, for example, January was great winning month. February, fantastic winning month. March, fantastic. April, fantastic. May, super painful. June, small minus. July, fantastic. August, fantastic. September, not great. October, not great. November, really good. December, good. So hopefully that gives you all a really nice representation of a year's worth of performance. And this should really make anyone calm if they're having 1 month good or the first month's a negative one. You just need to allow statistical performance to play. Now we get to one of our favorites. Of course, in fact, I think I'll do it here. Ether Beta. What a monster. Absolute monstrous strategy. 66% in 2018. Remember, this is beta, yeah? 123% in 2019 was exceptional. And 266.6% for 2019. Go on, Ether Beta. That is sexy. Long-only strategy, no futures, no margin, no risk. That is just phenomenal. If all of you don't have 50% of your money on Ether Beta, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, it is just absolutely smashing it. My favorite baby, the queen of the crop, realistically, and I know that the performance is not up and above 100% or more at the moment, but we are working very carefully right now to make sure performance increases very quickly. Ether BTC Beta made 41.9% more BTC last year for Crypto Elite members, which is fantastic. So I think a few of you might have joined in the last few months of last year. Relatively flat results. We are due some exceptional big months for more BTC generation there. It's really very, very well connected towards the correlation between Ether and BTC. So obviously there are a few months in the year, specifically, for example, Asian New Year times. We've just gone through that correlative period. For Ether and BTC, you have those pockets of very high performance. The Ether BTC Beta, really great results there as well. Here we can see what happens when you use all 6 alpha and beta strategies. So you get the super strategy or super portfolio. So if you would have used all of the 6 strategies for the whole of 2020, your complete total average profit would be 81.9%. So we would have had the product paying for itself completely for all of the strategies, and you would have still come away with an absolute exceptional average of well over 50% for the year. As long as you fund it up in the right way, super strategy is the most conservative way to go It is the absolute best way to put yourself in the mean average. So you take away the highest highs, you take away the lowest lows of any strategy, and you just put yourself right in the middle. It's how we would operate for a bank, for example. You have multiple strategies hedging the risk, giving yourself the absolute best average performance. However, I know that most of you are probably exceptionally interested in what the hell has been going on for leveraged strategies. So leveraged strategies are essentially our hyper trading strategies. These are available with conditions. The conditions, first of all, are as follows. From 100% of the trading funds that you connect with or any of our standard strategies, you must limit at a maximum 20% of your total portfolio to using hypership leverage strategies. These strategies are not available to Americans, they're not available to US residents, they're only available to those that have the use of futures and leverage on the exchange. These hyper strategies are only available to Binance.com users. We do not run them on any other exchange. And again, you have to limit yourself to 20% of your total portfolio, otherwise you're being an idiot. Very simple. If you put more than 20% of your money on leverage strategies, what you're basically saying is you want to die and you want to be kicked in the genitals before you die. Okay? I cannot make this more clear. Leverage is the most extreme volatile risk that we can offer. Now, we still provide statistical returns, so that means that we're going to be winning, bad month, winning, terrible month, winning, fantastic month, kick in the genitals. I hope I'm making myself very clear. So first of all, you can only access the private club if you have used 3 strategies, if you've connected to 3 of the standard classic shuttle strategies. And my advice, please take it, is to connect all 3 beta strategies first. Make sure that you've got a majority of the funds on Ether Beta, that's best performance, and that's the best thing that you can do. From that moment, you can definitely then connect alpha strategies. You've got 3 alpha strategies to connect, and at the same time, you will be able to join the private club and click on hypership strategies. And of course, you can join the private club phone call with me, which happens once a month on the other button there. When you do join to leverage, okay, you can pick either the Ether leverage strategy or the BTC leverage strategy. Of course, both of these strategies are readily available to you on the main Endotech website. You can see the live strategy pages with all of the live results as we go. What I'm going to do right now is open up the performance page for both of these leverage strategies. Just before we have a look at the most recent performance, let's have a look at what we did last year. Ether leverage made 353% before the end of the year, and BTC leverage was making 515% before the end of the year. Those are individual month performances, yeah? So for example, October was 384%. Now, with the leverage strategy, we are not charging you any entry fee. They are free to join, but we do charge you 50% profit share at the end of every month. There is no entry fee to recover, so at the end of the month, as long as we have more money than what we started with in the balance, you will be due to pay 50% share to Endotech. And I'm going to remind you of a few things. Here on the blog, it's very important that you're all aware of this. Tell your downlines, tell your clients, tell yourself that there's an article with regards to expending a bullet. Clients are only allowed to use the private club hyper leverage strategy if they have 3 beta strategies connected. If they've limited the leverage connection to just 20% of all of the money that they run with us, and if they have a multiple bullet mentality. What does that mean? It means that now, in January, we have just had some big negative results for Ether leverage. Statistically, it was due to come. I'm sorry about it. That's the way that it goes. The risk on leverage will normally come to 40% maximum in a single month. So you can make up to 1,000% profit and you can lose up to 40%. However, if you are beneath $10,000 in a leverage strategy, you're really in the highest ultra risk layer that there is, which means that sometimes, unfortunately, you may get liquidated. That means you may lose the entire leverage balance that you've connected. I'm going to say that one more time. Even though we limit the risk to 40%, if you have a micro small balance connected to leverage, it is possible the exchange does not execute on a fast-moving price. And if your balance is small, you can get liquidated. Here is an article written and published over the weekend by Dr. Anna Becker. Why? Because 42 account holders of Crypto Elite members have experienced a liquidation of the total balance loss on their Ether leverage strategy. I'm going to say that one more time. For the month of January, there have been up to 42 accounts that have completely liquidated, gone to zero, their leveraged balance. However, the clients that have gone to zero are limited in the portion of the fact that they are only clients that joined in January. The clients that were with us on previous months have a huge chunk of tasty fat of leveraged results. So they are still healthily in profit. And again, multiple bullet means you have to limit your portfolio to 20% use of leverage only. That's a maximum. You need to have rebate strategies to even access those leverage strategies. And you must have a multiple bullet mentality. So there's no apologies to these clients right now. They're being told, okay, load your balance up again. Get another bullet. Load it up. Give me a 1 in the chat if you understand the multiple bullet mentality. Give me a 0 if you don't. Very important for me that I'm on the same page with you all. Give me a 1 if you understand multiple bullets are needed. Give me a 0 if you don't. So you can only use leverage if you accept the risks. If you're limited to 20% of all of your funds, you don't need to be a reckless idiot. You've all seen many years of that. So why do we limit to 20%? Because we're not looking to make you 1,000% on all of your money in a single month. That would be absolutely retarded. You'd be suicidal on that attitude. By limiting to 20%, it raises your whole portfolio to above 500% for the year. That's the benefit. And then on a losing month, you don't jump off the roof. Makes sense, right? So I'd like to direct your eyes. Each and every one of you need to do some homework for me. You need to read this article. And most importantly, please go back on the blog, go back to October, and have a look at the article that I wrote and published with regards to the Hype of Shit program and private club. Now, I'm just going to recap and come back to you all here. First of all, this is an exclusive system for iGenius members only. If you're not an iGenius member, bye-bye, you don't get in. Endotech is here to service institutional clients only. We are not here to service retail networks. We are here only as part of an exclusive marriage that is long-lasting. Crypto Elite, iGenius are guaranteed with Endotech for life. We have a lifetime marriage contract binding our two services together. For as long as you are alive, we will be providing services for you all. Therefore, you need to understand some basics to keep in mind. It's the only client service, only client custody service in the world. It really is. It's the only transparent service of its kind in the world. It really is. It's the only service with those 2 points and proven performance. It really is. And it's also the only service, bear in mind that I'm the chimpanzee. The rest of the team are PhD proven academic scientists. So please keep in mind that only all of those points proven before, but this is the only real academic proven team. I mean, there is caliber in this team that you cannot understand, which is also, as you can probably understand, why I came and bought 5% of the company when I first met them. Beyond that, you've got everything transparently created, connected, published, provided via API connection. We don't get withdrawal ability. You only control your trading funds. You will pay a limited and exclusive 10% entry for any of the classic strategies and 20% profit share with a watermark. What does this mean? It means that you pay 10% entry to join. The strategy makes that 10% back for you. That's yours. Every dollar after that we make for you is profitable. And we come to you at the end of every 90 days to say, hey, Mr. Client, please pay us our profit share so that we can continue. And you will pay us nice and quickly and say, thanks, guys, please continue. And we will continue. Anyone that stops their membership money to iGenius, anyone that doesn't pay us, there is no second question. You are just thrown away, blacklisted, and booted out as you deserve. This system and strategy and many of strategies I have helped to build personally with all of you in mind. What do I want for all of you? I want for you to get your reputation back. I want for you to get your self-confidence back. I think many of you have spent the last few years burning every last gram of self-confidence that you had. We are a year or two into this coronavirus nightmare. No doubt you've had a very stressful time with friends, with family, with income, with revenues. I'm showing you the way to beat all of the cancer that exists in this market. You have the largest bazooka weaponries you've ever imagined, and I am a gun that doesn't miss the target. This is your control. You control funds. It's transparent. There is no games. There is no trust. There is just performance and published performance. Performance and published performance. And this allows you to stop selling. I'm showing you a world where you don't need to sell iGenius to be the largest living member in the iGenius family. Take Anthony Neapolitano as a perfect example. He's someone that I've watched grow and watched absolutely dominate the leadership circles for a long time now. I'm sure all of you have heard of him before, and he's someone that I think very, very great things about in terms of his work ethic. And he himself personally created connections to these strategies right in the beginning, going back more than a year now. And I know that he has felt the benefit of being able to simply showcase his results to anyone else that's in his network. And of course, all of those people want to be just like Anthony. So they follow identical footsteps. And Anthony paid attention to me and he took beta strategies. It's a self-fulfilling system. Most importantly, is that it's been designed to finally, and I do mean finally, change the industry of MLM. Why should you lose money? Do you think that you could convince me to be part of your downline if you can't show me that I'm going to recover my cost immediately? Why the hell would I want to join you? Think about it. Honestly. Think about all the efforts that you put into putting out fires. Think about all of the games that you've had to play for so long and all of the ridiculous explanations and promises and soul energy that you have to invest, even if it's kind of people you don't even, part of the downline, part of the tree you don't really care about. This is what I despise. We're all a family and it's genuine. We all need to give a shit about each other. And it starts with us. Don't talk to anyone until you've recovered your membership fee. Otherwise, you're an idiot. Someone else that took my advice at face value was Noble Mike Jameson and the AMG crowd. Took me absolutely at face value, connected up all of the strategies and immediately started benefiting long term. Correct, Mike? I know you're in there somewhere. Those strategies performing for him and others are the guiding, saving grace to their daily work. Because all that you need to do at that point is showcase what's happening. And then you can become an expert on having to talk about the company and the results and what it means for you and what it's doing for you. And the fact that as part of iGenius, you've got options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and referrals and downlines and commissions and parties and leadership and labels and the rest. Wouldn't you love it if before any of that, you got the couple of $1,000s that you paid to join back in your pocket immediately? And before any of that, you just made sure that your money was being taken care of, that you're benefiting from all of this mayhem on this extreme high-risk market of crypto. Do you understand that we take this insanity of volatility, this absolute dangerous concoction of mayhem, and we bring you automatic stable returns? It's like we're walking into Mordor and bringing you back a lemon cheesecake. It is precisely that. And so my best advice, like it's always been to all of you on this call and to anyone else that will ever hear this message, is be selfish first, recover your membership money and get positive right now. Get 510K right now and connect it to these strategies right now. Make that your first priority right now. Within 90 days, we will have recovered on average your complete annual fee for iGenius. And I'm talking about the monthly cost and the joining cost and the entry fees, and you'll have some profit. Now, if you can't take those results and then grow the healthiest, sickest, largest downline, you're in the wrong damn industry. Give me a 1 if you'd agree with me, or a 0 if I'm talking out my backside. Slightly nerve-wracking wait as I wait for the numbers to come in. I'm like, please put 1, please. All right. So there we go. That's the bottom line. I tried to keep it basic today, but of course I got carried away. Thank you so much for staying with me. An hour and 20 minutes is enough of me going on at anyone to listen to. Really, really genuinely appreciate solidly all of your time and energy and efforts. Wrapping up for today, just before you all disappear, just before you all jump off, I can see the numbers shrinking. Please take from me a couple of things. Number 1, I want to give you my private club Telegram channel and also the Endotech Telegram channel. So many of you have been asking for me for the links, and this can really, really save you some time later. So please just hold for me one moment. I'm going to give you all of the great links for Endotech. Social pages. Sorry, 1 second. Everything. Here we go. Sorry, a bit slow. Here we go. Here is everything Endotech. Okay. Now we've got the private club Sorry, guys. Oh, God, I'm under pressure. 1 second. We'll just get the private club link for you all. And obviously, I hope that you're all part of the Bootcamp Telegram club from iGenius side. Hopefully, someone can drop the link there because I don't have it to hand. Here is the private club Telegram channel with me. You can join it even before you've got the 3 strategies. You can keep up to date with my private club phone calls there. Once a month, I come in there, talk about leverage and best use and market updates. We don't talk about iGenius or membership stuff or anything like that. It's just purely leverage-based results and private club stuff. So you've got all of the Undertech pages. Please do share some love. We are human. We do love your likes and support and shares from LinkedIn to YouTube to Facebook and all of the rest that you can imagine. And then finally, I promised you next meeting link, of course, is the, come on, Adam. Here we go. It's the Crypto Elite Bootcamp of Advanced Use. Okay? This is for advanced use. And here's the link for everyone. Please, please, please make sure that you're there on the 15th of February. And I've asked one favor from everyone. And I'm kind of a little bit pissed off about this one point. I still haven't broken my Zoom limits. And I think that that is basically like someone kicking me in my genitals. Because as much as I love and adore all of you, and I rely on all of you to keep providing me the ability to absolutely deliver this truth on every single format, and I love each of you for ways that I hope you can all understand, and every single one of your dollars is so critically important, much more important than my own, and that's why we succeed. But I need you all to understand something. If you're not bringing hundreds of people to this call, I'm going to run out of energy from just seeing the same faces over and over again. But if you continue to bring people to these calls, and I continue to see that healthy ecosystem, truthful delivery of systems and fees recovered and benefits and constant action, I swear on all things holy that I will start giving away thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of services on these calls. But I'm always super disappointed when it's beneath 500 people. It's insane. Look at the truth that we have. Look at the exclusivity that we have. Look at the performance that we have. I hope you can all take that at face value. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves today. I'll leave it there. Massive 1111111. Big thank you from me to everyone on the call today. I really do appreciate it. 3 strategies or more get you that private club. Keep those betas. Put the alphas on later. 20% maximal risk for leverage. Don't expect you to get 1,000% in 1 month. Do have that multi-bullet mentality. Big thank you to everyone. I'm so sorry I can't go back and get to all of those messages and questions. Just was a bit of a big call. But I will be here on the 15th. One more time, thank you for everyone. And I really hope you and your families are doing well. I really wish you the very best, and I can't wait to keep taking care of you as the year progresses ahead. Big, massive thank you, and I will see you all soon. Apologies for any questions I didn't get to. Next call, 15th of February, make sure you're there. See you all then. Take care, everyone.